We were just five friends who wanted to play D&D. Nothing fancy, no streaming setup, no epic music, no professional miniatures, just paper, dice, junk food, and imagination. We gathered every Saturday night in my basement. Me, the forever DM, Chris, Julia, Mike, and Ethan. It started normal enough. I wrote a custom campaign I called Harrowdeep. A grim world of undead kings, cursed bloodlines, and ancient gods whispering from beneath the soil. Everyone loved it. We played for hours, totally immersed. But somewhere around session 12, something shifted. Julia was the first to notice. Her character, a half-elf bard, died in a critical battle against a ghost knight. She made a new character, a rogue named Silen, and joined back in. But she started getting weird, quiet, withdrawn. She'd forget she wasn't Silen sometimes. She started lying to us outside the game, like it was second nature. When I called her out, she just stared at me and said, "Rogues don't get caught." We laughed it off. Then Chris said his dreams were getting scripted. He'd wake up and write them down. Exact dialogue, exact dice rolls, like his character, Tharn the Paladin, was living on without him. He said he watched himself kill us all in his dream once. Not the monsters, us. We joked about it. Curse of the committed role player, Mike laughed. Until Ethan brought a notebook he swore he didn't write. It had campaign notes for events that hadn't happened yet. Whole plot arcs, monster stats I hadn't created, even pages of dialogue. In my handwriting. But I didn't write it. The next session, everything went to hell. The session started at 8 p.m. We fought a necromancer in a forgotten church. It felt realer than anything we'd done before. Dice rolls had this weird weight. Julia's die rolled off the table and shattered when it hit the ground. Not broke, shattered, like glass. We all stopped. "Okay," I said, trying to calm everyone. "Let's take a break." Mike looked at his phone. "It's still 8:47. "Wait, didn't we start at 8? Ethan asked. We checked the time again. 8:47. No matter what we did, locked phones, restarted them, checked watches, always 8:47. Then the door to the basement locked itself. A loud click. Chris ran up and tried it. Nothing. The lights dimmed, but no bulbs had gone out. Then the table began to change. The map I'd drawn, crudely scrawled caves and forests, rewrote itself. Ink swam like living worms, forming strange sigils and a new dungeon I hadn't designed. We just stared. Something expected us to keep playing. My DM screen fell forward. Inside was a piece of parchment that hadn't been there before. "You will not leave until the story ends." Julia laughed. It was the kind of laugh you fake to keep from screaming. Chris sat down and picked up his dice. "Then let's finish the game." That was 2 years ago. We're still playing. Every time we think we've reached the final boss, a new arc begins. Our characters level up, die, come back, mutate, change, and so do we. Ethan stopped speaking. He only talks in character now. Mike's gone blind in real life, but his wizard sees perfectly in the game. Julia's eyes turn black when she rolls a natural 20. Chris keeps rolling crits, over and over, like something wants him to win. Me? I've stopped writing the sessions. The story writes me now. I speak words I don't remember knowing. I dream of vast black halls where the dice never stop rolling. A voice calls itself the Archivist. It thanks me for feeding it stories. Sometimes people hear faint voices in the basement and come knocking. We can see them, hear them, but they can't see us, because to them, the basement is empty. The game doesn't end, not until someone takes our place. So if you ever find an old D&D set at a garage sale, one with cracked dice and a map labeled Harrowdeep and a folded parchment that says Session 1, do yourself a favor. Burn it. Because once you start the game, you never leave the table.